So, it's been about 2 days since my last video about the update Valve did where I mentioned a few of the things Valve could do short term to help the bot problem. And I want to make this clear, I don't think for a second that this update happened because of my video. There's absolutely no chance that they watched that video and in 2 days they made all of the changes that I said they should make. Like that, it didn't happen. But Valve have taken even more steps to make sure hackers could only be seen and not heard, which is actually quite good. Last night, Valve released an update where they said that they had added a rate limit check for in-game text chat, and I honestly had no idea what that meant, but Big Joey Slapnuts did some testing, and it turns out that it looks like spamming in chat has basically been turned off or like completely nerfed. So spamming binds and stuff like that no longer actually fills the chat. It puts one message in, and then you have to wait a certain amount of time, or a certain amount of messages have to be put in. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but spamming binds no longer actually works, which is really good. I feel like some trading servers could use that type of thing because there's always that one guy who puts his bind in the chat every few seconds and that's all you see. So I'm not sure the same rule applies there, but it would be useful. I've also just woken up, by the way, so don't mind my voice. But basically, not being able to spam binds in TF2 chat right now is probably a good idea. I know there's probably going to be some people that are upset, especially some scout mains that they can't spam their Lenny faces anymore, but nobody wanted that anyway, let's be completely honest. So for now, that part of the update sounds quite good. Whether or not it affects like actual text chat, I don't know yet, I haven't been able to play yet, but for now, it sounds decent. And how many times are you trying to spam the chat anyway that this type of thing would upset you? It's like the name change thing. I got a lot of people getting angry at me for suggesting that. But how many times are you changing your name, man? The next point they made was that new accounts that are unable to chat in-game can no longer update their in-game name while connected to a server, which is another very good thing because now bots can't change their name mid-game to keep saying racist stuff, which is a big win. That is a much better solution than the one I thought of and putting a limit on it. So there's still unlimited name changes from what I can see, but this just doesn't come up in chat, so you can't see that they're actually doing it. And yeah, that's just the perfect way of doing this, I feel like. I am actually really glad that the TF team got on that as soon as possible, as that was the main way the bots would continue to spam the chat as far as I know. And they also fixed people being able to update the team name while in matchmaking games too. So if this update works and the bots don't find another way around this, it made all forms of the bot spamming completely redundant. So they can't change the team name anymore, they can't be changing their names in game anymore, so what really can they do? The only thing that these cheaters can actually do anymore is cheat. This update sounds perfect from what TF2 needed in the short term. All of the problems that seem to be overlooked, other than just regular free-to-plays not being able to chat, have now been solved, which means that, like I said, the only thing these cheated bots can do is cheat, and that's not a huge issue. The community can carry on kicking them, and they are very easy to kick. I got quite a lot of questions that asked me why Valve don't focus on removing the bots and why they keep trying to hide them instead. And the reason I think that is that Valve are working on a fix for the bots as a whole. I don't know this is a fact, but I'm hoping that they are working as a massive fix for the bots. But in the meantime, they want to keep the chat clean. They don't want people to be offended by anything that gets put in chat by robots. So they are taking on slightly quicker and easier tasks, which will help make the bots very useless while working on the bigger task of actually removing them forever. It's like me working on a big video for multiple weeks, days, months, whatever, and uploading smaller videos while doing that to keep you lot happy, in a way. I don't know if that made sense, but that's how I see it anyway. Anyway, I am personally quite interested to see if the bot owners just kind of get bored now. Like, they can't spam the chat, all they can do is cheat, which is easy to deal with now. So I'll be testing in my stream later today and just kind of seeing what happens. So if you want to watch that, twitch.tv/spikey_mikey. I'll be live as soon as my second video of the day goes out. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, by the way. Helps me out a lot. Goodbye.